I am an American hero because I was creative and taught someone who was blind and deaf. I am Anne Sullivan. I was born on April 14th, 1886. My mother was suffering from tuberculosis and my dad was an alcoholic. I was nearly blind from untreated trachoma by age 7. At age 8, my mother died and I was left to live with my abusive father. 2 years later, my brother and I were sent to live in a state house in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. In March of 1887, I began my lifelong role as Helen Keller's beloved teacher. It was very hard for me because Helen Keller was blind and deaf and couldn't WSU. I taught her by writing on her hands. I also taught her by using sewn letters and making her feel good. I had many obstacles to overcome. I was left in an orphanage without any formal education and facilities. I was a teacher who was losing my eyesight. I had trouble with Helen because she had bad behavior and could not hear or see. My first accomplishment was to read and write without any formal education and not being able to see well. My second accomplishment was to teach a friend who was deaf as well as blind. My third accomplishment was in 1886 when I graduated from Perkins as valedictorian for my class. A short time later, I accepted the Keller's family's offer to come to Scumby, Alabama to tutor their deaf and blind daughter Helen. My groundbreaking work with Helen continues to inspire teachers today. I am considered one of the best teachers of all time. Many of the methods I developed with Helen are still used today. More than a century are still used today. Especially her practice of talking to a hearing, especially her practice talking into Helen's hand the way an adult talks to a hearing baby. I think she is a great teacher and we can learn from her. My hero was brave because she was abandoned by her father and lived in an orphanage. My hero is determined because she taught Helen because she was abandoned by her father and lived in an orphanage. My hero is creative because she taught Helen by writing in her hands. My hero is determined because in the orphanage there wasn't any education. At age 14, she threw herself into the group of inspectors and said, "I want to go to school." My hero is compassionate because she believed Helen could still learn to read and write and could be smart. Thank you for your attention.
Good job, Josh.